Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris with me, Alfapiomega, and the Star Trek New Horizons mod. So a number of years have passed since the last episode. Not much has been happening. Well, actually a lot has been happening, but most of it was maintenance. We upgraded all of our planets, as you can see. We're now sitting at a decent resource pool with a decent surplus in everything but energy. However, I have moved a lot of growing pops to the energy producing tiles. Yeah, that's the right word. But the real reason why I started this episode is that we got a Mars development policy event. The initiative has fulfilled its purposes. Mars is now a sister planet to Earth, a blue gem shining in the sky. But there is still much work to be done before the planet achieves its full potential. We have the opportunity to invest in the planet's future to unlock special facilities, bonuses and upgrades. So, this event lets you spend resources to acquire any beneficial bonuses you might have missed during the Mars terraforming event chain. So we can invest in infrastructure, invest in construction, invest in defense, conduct a full geo-survey of the planet, or we can stop it. So I think that infrastructure should unlock this tile. So I'm gonna go with invest in infrastructure, and we'll see if that fires up any event. Now, apart from that, one big thing is that we get a technology that gives us extra 2 starbase capacity. It's called the Observing the Dark, and I decided that we're gonna build up a station in Deneb Kaitos because we have 4 planets here: Tanch, Mossa, Kuch, and Deneb Kaitos 4. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna rename this one to just Deneb Kaitos. And it would be worth to have a starbase here, definitely. So we're working on that one. And another one that we're upgrading is Starbase 58 in Joiner here at the expanse, or that's like the corner of our empire. So there's going to be a full-fledged military starbase there that will work as an operations station for us. Now, apart from that, you can see that we expanded quite a lot. We collected all these systems, and we also managed to start gathering some of these systems in the galactic core area. So I am sending my ships there to work on them as fast as possible. We're currently working on getting the Sebalia system, who has a lot of potentially good mining asteroids. We're working on Royer system, where our under construction ship, the USS Rhine, is building. And we're trying to get the Heckler system surveyed. Again, a lot of minerals there. And once we are done with this, I'm going to send this construction ship to get this LA system, and then it's gonna go and claim the Byork's Bane black hole system, which should fill this entire area by us. I'm gonna see if that works. Gaia has finished its construction queue. Nice, it's a full-fledged planet now, just upgrading the engineering laboratory and we'll be done. I'm kind of happy by the huge boost that we got into the engineering research, because now it's almost at the level of society research. The physics research, on the other hand, is well ahead of us, so I'm not sure what we can do there. Okay, you can build a bigger mining spot here, you can upgrade here. But yeah, things are going well. Now the Deltan Union will be incorporated in, I would say, a decade maybe. Technology discovered. So at that point we're gonna have to deal with the unfortunate event of us having very low amount of directly controlled systems compared to what we have. So I'll create probably 2 big sectors here, maybe, yeah, 2. There's going to be one here, there's going to be another here, and we'll probably have Delta Tricatu as a separate system too, or not a system but sector. Alternatively, I could make it one big sector too, but I don't actually like having big sectors. I'd much rather keep these systems under my direct control. So gravitic sensor array has been finished, and we can go with subspace radio amplifier. Oh, all of these are really expensive. Let's go with shield emitter 3. Or an EPS relay. Face. Let's go with shield emitter 3. Now I wonder if we can upgrade our ships now. Nope. So I don't know what that technology was, but we can check it in the ship designer. I think there would be an option here somewhere. There's so many things that we could get. Is it this one? Warp speed and armor hit points. Yeah, I think it was the gravitational navigation deflector. Federation Council reviewed the Delta Union. Yes, there's 77% in. So low intensity negotiations gives us 7. So that would be 2 years, 4 years, 6 years. That's 21. Okay, 8 years. So in about a decade they should be joined. And we finished the survey here. So I'm gonna send you here. This is a very valuable system. There's a good planet here, Acuna 4A. Oh, well, it's very small, but very well hospitable. I have to see how we'll deal with it. Rivalry, system surveyed. Oh, we got elections going on. I'm thinking that we're gonna build 2 more cruisers to add to our fleets. What do we have? We have Federation fleet is completely full, so is the first fleet. But the 3rd and 4th fleet could use a boost. Can't I move the 2nd fleet? No, that's... the 2nd fleet is coalition fleet. I might... Endurance class cruiser. I'm going to get some ships in there. What's the limit? It doesn't have a limit because it's a coalition one, but yeah, definitely these 2 could get a boost. I could send 2 more frigates to here, and then, for example, we could put a destroyer for each of them, or maybe a cruiser. And we finished the technology. Claim influence cost minus 10%. Piracy risk minus 43. Penal colony. Unrest minus 20%, but oh, planet modifier unrest increased on happiness low, but empire modifier unrest minus 25. And the Paradise Dome. Oh, this one looks good. What is it? What is that? It's an agricultural building. Is that the next level of? I want to say it's the next level of our... what's it called? The Heroic Memorial. That could be it. Let's get that one. That one seems good. Construction ship Jordan. You're done here, so let's send you to LA. I think that one will be done soon. How's the surveys going on here? Well, you're building, so are you. Okay, this system will be claimed soon. And we will, join these territories once we incorporate the Deltans. So that's gonna be a big boost to us. And the Bajoran Khitan War is still raging on, is it? I didn't get a message. Yeah, Bajoran Khitan engagement, offensive war.
War has broken out.
And another one. Ocean Hunters declared war on Kravik Imperative. Interesting. And who was elected? Prime Minister Aida Habiyat. She's human. Home in the sky, architectural sense, battleship focus. Well, I wish we had battleships, but we don't. Almost 2 years have passed since we invested in Mars, and we finally got an event. Mars Development Project. The tension in the control room was palpable. A flotilla of tugs was pulling the last segment of the mirror into position, and even a millimeter misalignment of the 5-kilometer wide complex could ruin the great assembly. 10 minutes later, however, there was no more need to worry. The sensor grid reported every single segment was properly aligned. Ponderously, Xeon plasma jets kicked in, making the final adjustment. Then the mirror was angled just so, and suddenly pure blessed sunlight blasted across the Martian surface, reflected from above. Already surface temperatures were climbing, and other mirrors were waiting to be placed in position. Mars is forever changed. These mirrors will usher a new age for Mars. What did we do?
Construction complete.
Oh, the habitability was increased by 5%. Okay, I'd call that worth the 500 credits we invested in there. Mars is almost fully populated, so I'm happy. This will be the last thing that we build or start using here, the power plant level 3. And what did you build? Oh, Xigir. And we also need to get rid of some of these guys. Good. I set up the project to build 2... where is it? Shipyards. Here. Starbase 1 in Seoul is building 2 extra cruisers. Because our naval capacity is actually almost at what we currently have, and we're still building a couple of the naval depots have been finished at the Kaitos and also on Starbase 58, so it's gonna be what it is, and we're gonna jump to something like 324 if I understand the math correctly. But notably, Deneb Kaitos is our first starbase that's going to have the orbital science center. We keep the naval depots, trade depots, orbital science, and a hydroponics bay in Deneb Kaitos because we don't really need more defense there. It's quite deep in our own territory. While Starbase 58 will have 2 naval depots, energy weapons array, crew quarters, and orbital science center. So these 2 should give us a boost together of 10 to each research that we are doing. Kinda looking forward to that. We had the Delta Union at 84%. That was the last report. We gotten the Royer system under control now. Are you building there? Yes. And Hacker as well. Sabalos is working or being worked on. We scouted most of these systems, so I'm sending our... Wait, which ship is it? This one, to go to check the people system. I would like to close our territories completely there. Now, apart from this, I finally felt like I had the time to go around our sectors and found out that Mu'ara is the only actual planet that has nothing. Wait, what did you have here? Iridium bicantizine. Local resource. Powerful buildings when they are pleasant. Okay. While the other sectors were doing good, this one isn't because it doesn't even have the planetary administration. So I paid it from my pocket to upgrade it. The other ones are doing fairly good. They would need a lot of upgrades, which I'm willing to invest in, but instead I donated about 1,000 minerals to our sectors.
Initiating communications.
Because they know better what is good for them. Yeah, they used most of it already. So let's donate a bit more. I'm just gonna make them a bit richer here. You got enough energy, that's fine, you got enough energy. So I'm gonna start paying more attention to the sectors and sending them money so that they can get up to par with the rest of the empire. Now, one thing that I'm considering is, damn, frames, chill. I don't know what's up with the frames. I'm getting like 6 frames per second, no idea if there's something. If I pause the game, view, catch up. No, it's just the game is just bonkers. Okay, I'll do it here, where we get more frames, even if the game is unpaused. I don't know what's going on. Now we can have 8 sectors, and with the Deltans we're gonna get additional 1. Actually, no, like with the Deltans we're gonna get 3. We will need 3 sectors. So we have 2 free sectors at this point. And I was thinking that when we look at the expansion planner, we have a planet Theta Sculptoris 5A. We looked at that one a couple of times. It's a pretty inhospitable place with very low habitability, but I'm thinking of colonizing it anyway. And we have recently discovered another planet which is called Acuna 4A in the system of Acuna here. I'm hoping that we could snatch it, but our influence is actually very low. So let's hope that we will be able to get it. It's a very small planet. It has, what, 12 tiles? Yeah, 12 tiles. But we'll definitely get the Turing system, the Barks, Bane, and then I think Acuna, and this one could be. We need to survey it. There's a pulsar here, interesting. That could give us some interesting research. So those are the things that I will focus at in the upcoming months. I'm hoping that I could see the Deltans incorporated into the Federation very soon. Now the 2 cruisers that we're building, I think I didn't mention that. One of them will go to the 3rd Fleet and one of them will go to the 5th Fleet to make them all about 1.7 thousand in strength. While here I think I could get an additional destroyer and maybe 2 more patrol frigates. I'll have to see. Yeah. One thing that I've really started eyeing is that I would really appreciate it if we could research the next level of star bases, because unlocking even 1 building slot here and here would give us the opportunity to build the research labs everywhere, and that would be something I'd be really interested in. Well, there will be some changes on Earth. We have finished the research of the Paradise Dome, and I checked that it needs to be done on a planet or on a tile that has the terrain details or on a tile that provides food as a basis. So what I can do here is replace this hydroponic farm with the Paradise Dome, which will give us a bit of research. And it increases the habitability by 10% too, which is insanely good. So I'm thinking this would be a good addition to all of our systems. I'm very certain we could do that. Plus, there's another thing that we could do, and that is the Imperial Plantation. I haven't spoken about this yet, as we didn't really have the proper moment. There was a lot of colonization going and the influence is an issue, but I decided that I want to build it now. It provides us with a special strategic resource, the root beer, which increases happiness by 2% empire wide. So I'm gonna build Imperial Plantation here. Unfortunately, that takes away a lot of our influence, but what can you do? And then I'm thinking I'm gonna replace this one with the Paradise Dome. That's gonna lower our food production by 2, but it gives us 2 extra unity. And I think that's a good way to go. Now, here the habitability is at the max, but for example, it would be better than the Heroic Landmark. We need to build it somewhere where there's food. Yeah, do I want to do it? Well, the habitability boost here doesn't really make much sense, but the unity and research boost is actually pretty cool. Let's not go overboard on this. How's the habitability here? 87%. So for example, here it definitely plays a good role. Okay, we can't really build it here, can we? No. So let's build it here instead of this one. That's gonna help. New Eden has habitability 87%, so it could be Oh wow, we have only one hydroponics farm on the entire planet. Damn. But I feel like this will be a big issue over time because we will start having insufficient amounts of food. Maybe I'm just too scared, honestly. Yeah, let's replace it here. Because by each paradise dome we tear down our production of food by 2. But we, on the other hand, increase the habitability by 10%, which greatly helps with everything. So let's replace this one. Axanar. Habitability 87%. Is there literally no food source on this entire planet? What? Oh my god, that's exactly how it is. Oh, here it is. Here's one. Okay, so I'm okay with doing this because that will give us a bit more of food instead of free minerals, and we can do that. So let's get it. And actually, we have a free spot here, so I'm thinking we will build a hydroponic farm here to substitute for that lack of food. Pajam has 87%, and I know there were some food spots here. Is there any extra? Nope. Oh, here's the tribbles. Okay. Well. Okay, I don't want to get rid of the Vulcan Monastery. So let's replace it here. But I'm really thinking that we might be heading into a food crisis head on. Okay, build the training center here. Okay, there's nothing here, so we can't really... Yeah, we'd have to build it here. Paradise Dome. And you know what? We're gonna replace this building with extra hydroponics farm. Mogash has 85% habitability, so here I think it's gonna be a good thing to do. We're gonna build it here.
Construction
and complete. I'm thinking that I might actually build a mine. No. Let's build a hydroponics farm here. While we're replacing this one, so we'll get rid of a bit of that food. Actually, no, that makes no sense. Let's build the mining... Oh, we don't have the Interstellar Academy here, really? You're joking, game. I did not even notice that. Okay, I could build it here, but instead I would much rather build it here and have... Yeah, but that doesn't really make sense. Okay, let's not... Let's build an Interstellar Academy here and build a basic biolab here. So Delta Union is now at 91%. That is great. Xigir. Okay, this is awesome. You have an extra spot where we can build it. Terra Nova doesn't have one, and this one unfortunately is not what we need, so it has to be built here. What's your habitability? 82%. Yeah, I think the Paradise Domes should help greatly with the overall production, but the issue will be the immediate one. Okay, we can build a special hydroponics farm here, so I'm gonna build the Paradise Dome here. Yes. Kuch. What's your habitability? 85%. Okay, well, I think we can go like this. Mossa. We can build a Paradise Dome here. Great. We're gonna build a Paradise Dome here on the extra tile, and we'll need to definitely build a hydroponics farm here. It's gonna suppress the minerals, but it's gonna give us an extra production. And there are some other places here where we can grow food, so that makes me feel a bit better. We'll have the possibility. Paradise Dome here. Just wait for a Unity to skyrocket. We're getting 98 now. Once all these buildings are done, that's gonna be way higher. I can tell you that already. Can replace the Paradise Dome for this one. But I'll have to keep an eye on the food in the upcoming episodes because we are definitely tanking. I'm glad that I increased the storage capacity to 5,000 because if this is head on to hell, it's gonna be a good thing at first to have some time to deal with it. So hydroponics farm here. AD Leonis. You guys do have the possibility to build that. Good. We also need basic physics labs here. Alot is building a mining place here. Don't have anything here. Okay, we can build the Paradise Dome here. That's gonna help a lot because this is an arid planet mostly inhabited by humans and a hiker. Okay, I'm fine with this. And let's replace this spot with the Paradise Dome. Good! Okay, and what technologies have we discovered? Shield emitter level 3. Okay. We could get the holographic training center. I actually don't like this one. I don't think it's very useful. Army build speed increase and army cost minus 10%. Maybe we could slap this on Earth somewhere, but let's just get it out of the table to get rid of it. Yeah, we're getting a huge boost to it, so that's fine. Form-fitting force fields, coordinated system defense initiative. By linking numerous stationary weapon turrets and planetary defenses through one grid, targeting by one sensor could mean that all weapons could fire upon it. Let's get it then, but I don't know what this one will do. Quite honestly, I have no idea.